Good morning. I'm Jamshid Beg, known as JB the Adventurer, a solo traveler and a travel blogger from Manchester, England, with over 30 years of traveling experience. In today's adventure, we are going to visit the old town of Edinburgh, capital city of Scotland, and reveal 10,000 years of history of this beautiful historic city. Edinburgh city lies on the east coast of Scotland on the south bank of Firth of Forth. The earliest known human habitation in the Edinburgh area was at Craymount, where evidence was found of a Mesolithic campsite dated to 8500 BC. Traces of a later Bronze Age and Iron Age settlements have been found on Castle Rock, Arthur's Seat, Craig Lockhart Hill, and Pentland Hill. When the Romans arrived in Lothian at the end of the 1st century AD, they found a Brittonic Celtic tribe whose name they recorded as the Votadini. The Votadini transitioned into the Gododin kingdom in the early Middle Ages, with Eden serving as the kingdom's districts. During this period, the Castle Rock site, thought to have been the stronghold of Din Eden, emerged as the kingdom's major center. The name Edinburgh is rumored to originate from the Old English of Edwin's fort, referring to the 7th century King Edwin of Northumbria. And Bra means fortress or walled collection of buildings. However, the name probably preceded King Edwin, as this is unlikely to be true. In 600 AD, Edinburgh was referred to in the form Din Eden or Fort of Eden, when the settlement was as Gododin Hill Fort. The city is also affectionately named by the Scottish as Auld Reekie. Reekie means smoky, referring to the pollution from coal and wood fires that left dark smoky trails from chimneys through the Edinburgh skies. It has also been named Auld Reekie, or the Athens of the North, due to its topography. The old town plays a role similar to that of the Athenian Acropolis. In 638, the Gododin stronghold was besieged by forces loyal to King Oswald of Northumbria, and around this time control of Lothian passed to Angles. The royal borough was founded by King David I in early 12th century on land belonging to the crown, though the date of its charter is unknown. The first documentary evidence of the medieval borough is a royal charter 1124-1127 by King Edward I, granting a toft in Burgo Muir de Edinburgh to the priory of Dunfermline. Edinburgh was largely in English hands from 1291 and 1314, and from 1333 to 1341 during the Wars of Scottish Independence. When the English invaded Scotland in 1298, King Edward chose not to enter the English-controlled town of Edinburgh, but passed by with his army. In 1603, King James VI of Scotland succeeded to the English throne, uniting the crowns of Scotland and England in a personal union known as the Union of Crowns, though Scotland remained in all other respects a separate kingdom. In 1638, King Charles's attempt to introduce Anglican church forms in Scotland encountered stiff Presbyterian opposition, culminating in the conflicts of wars of the three kingdoms. Subsequent Scottish support for Charles Stuart's restoration to the throne of England resulted in Edinburgh's occupation by Oliver Cromwell's Commonwealth England forces, the New Model Army, in 1650. In the 17th century, Edinburgh's boundaries were still defined by the city's defensive town walls. As a result, the city's growing population was accommodated by increasing the height of the houses. Buildings of 11 stories or more were common and have been described as forerunner for the modern-day skyscraper. Most of these old structures were replaced by the predominantly Victorian buildings seen in today's Old Town. In 1611, an Act of Parliament created the High Constables of Edinburgh to keep order in the city, thought to be the oldest statutory police force in the world. Following the Treaty of Union in 1706, the Parliaments of England and Scotland passed Acts of Union in 1706 and 1707, respectively, uniting the two kingdoms in the Kingdom of Great Britain effective from 1st May 1707. As a consequence, the Parliaments of Scotland merged with the Parliament of England to form the Parliament of Great Britain, which sat at Westminster in London. The union was opposed by many Scots, resulting in riots in the city.